Hello and welcome back to the third part of this lesson, where we're trying to learn how to calculate the surface area of 3D shapes. So first, this video we'll be learning about pyramids and cones. And first, to do that, we need to figure out the formula that works for both of them. The formula here would be 1/2 PL plus B. In this case, P is the perimeter of the base, L is the slant length, and B is the base area. So for example, let's say if we're trying to solve for a pyramid, first we need to find out P. So we'd be looking at this pyramid right here, and P in this case would be 5 times 4, because there's 4 sides, and that would be 20. L is the slant length, which is the length that the triangle's height. So in this case, it's 10, as you can see this dotted line showing us. And the base area would be the side length times the side length, because it's a square. But if it was a different shape, then you would have to apply that shape's formula. In this case, this would be 25. So now let's plug it into the equation. So first, we have to figure out 1/2 PL. So that means we have to do P times L, which would be 20 times 10, which is 200. And 200 times 1/2, or 200 divided by 2, is 100. So we have the first part of the equation. Now, we already have the second part here. B is 25. So now all we have to do is 100 plus 25, which is 125. So our final answer would be 125. And look, right here it says inches, so inches squared. Now, onto a cone. So a cone is very similar to a pyramid in the sense that the base is just a circle, and it only, in a way, has one triangle, and it can be a little confusing, but the same formula still applies. So in this case, that was a mistake. Okay, whatever. In this case, we have, so our formula would still be the same, 1/2 PL plus B. So in this case, P would be the circumference, and we have a radius of 5, which is given to us right here. And from the last video, if you remember, the circumference formula is 2 pi r. So this would be 5 times 2 times pi, which is 10 pi. So this is P. So P equals 10 pi. Now, our slant length given to us right here is 13. So L equals 13. And our base area would be pi r squared. So if we substitute this, we would get 25, because the radius is 5, and 5 squared is 25 pi. So 25 pi. So now we have to, again, plug it into the formula. And we have to first do PL, which is 10 pi times 13. So in other words, we would get 130 pi. And now we have to times this by 1/2. So that would give us 65 pi. And then our base is 25 pi, so we just add that to here. And we get 90 pi. So our final answer would be 90 pi. Or if you wanted to multiply it by 3.14 to get a decimal answer, it would be 282.6 units squared. And that concludes our complete lesson. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.